Yo, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Insecurity Podcast. I'm your host, Good Luck Chuck, coming to you guys with another episode. And you guys know what I'm about to say. Who gives a fuck anyway what episode it is? Just come and get this knowledge. Just come and get this love. Just come and get this work. You know what I'm saying? Just come and get whatever you need, And this is our sports edition, reacting to the Lakers versus Phoenix game. And so this will be exclusively on YouTube. This will not be on any of my other platforms other than YouTube, because this will have visuals attached to it in terms of just reacting to the Lakers versus Suns. And when I my immediate reaction obviously is the Lakers did not come to play tonight. They didn't come to play. They honestly thought the Suns would, I guess, roll over because they had LeBron. And that just wasn't the case. And so, looking at this game, I thought this was a pivotal game for the Lakers. I thought they needed this one uh, to be able to win the series. I thought that the winner of the series would win Game 5. And it looks like Phoenix. It looks like Phoenix is the winners. And um, obviously, it's not over until it's over. The Phoenix still has to travel to LA and win the game. And, hopefully that we'll have AD back. Hopefully, and I say we because I am a Lakers fan, so let's not get it twisted. But just looking immediately at this box score, I wasn't excited about what I saw. Every single player that stepped on the court pretty much was a minus player that played any significant minutes, and they just show no heart, no tenacity, no ability to impose their will. This was not a Lakers team that played any kind of significant defense. They shot poorly from the field. They shot poorly from three. They shot poorly from the free throw line. Just all around, just the Phoenix was a better team. And the question that immediately comes into my head is LeBron still the best player in the NBA? Because it does not seem that way to me when you're shooting 9 of 19, in 32 minutes and have 24 points. Like, just doesn't seem like you truly want it. And, granted, he shot significantly more than any other Lakers player on the team, but just did not. Why did that come? He shot significantly more than any other Lakers player on the team, but it just didn't seem like the aggressiveness was there. It seemed like he was just jacking up shots. He shot 10 3-pointers. So 10 out of that 19 attempts were from three-point land, which he's bailing the defense out. Yes, he shot 6 for 10, but, he's bailing them out at this point. LeBron, at his best, is attacking and not settling for jumpers. And clearly, he just didn't want to play tonight. We hardly got anything from any other starter. Dennis Schroeder went 0 for 9. Caldwell Pope went 0 for 1, played 15 minutes. Is he still injured? That's an interesting, dynamic to it, because he's typically guarding Devin Booker. And, Devin Booker got off tonight. He scored 30, had 7 rebounds, 5 assists, solid game for 33 minutes. Chris Paul, who is not all the way healthy, came out facilitated, got 6 assists, only scored 9 points, but affected the game in so many different ways. But the story of this game, it has to be Cameron Payne. Cameron Payne, even though he was a +2 on the field, came out and he was an effective player. 16 points, 4 rebounds, 6 of 7 from the free throw line. Being aggressive, not 6 for 7 from the free throw line. That's Cam Johnson. That was 6 for 7 from the free throw line in 13 minutes. So went to the line 7 times in 13 minutes. Lakers definitely did not bring their best game. And I think we all understand that. I think we all know that the Lakers playing their game is a team that is being super efficient from the field, attacking, getting to the free throw line. You know, but we have Game 6 back at Staples Center. Hopefully, a healthy AD back. So you think that that's a victory, and I thought that this series was going 7 games either way, and it's still set up to be that way. But when you look at the Lakers and how they just didn't compete tonight, there's got to be some concern if they'll even show up. If they'll even show up the next game. Will they show up? Will they be prepared to play? LeBron clearly does not have his pulse on this team. He clearly does not have the intimidation factor that he once had in this league. Players are not scared of him. Teams are not scared to guard him. So how is LeBron still considered the best player in the NBA if he can't will this team to a victory regardless of whether and listen, let me not even say victory, just a great performance, just a great, like, if the Lakers lose this game by 7 or 8, LeBron has 40 on 23 shots, gets to the line 10 times, and shows that aggressiveness. I think that Laker fans are walking away from this game with a different mindset. They're thinking, "Oh, game 6 we get AD back, it's over." That's what Laker fans are thinking. That's what I'm thinking. But when you look at losing by as much as you did, I mean, this is a 30-point game. They're 30 points better. The Lakers put up 10 points in the second quarter. Is that because Phoenix is a great defensive team? No. It's because you have no idea how to make adjustments, Frank Vogel. It's because you have no idea how to put the team on your back, LeBron James. And I said it. I said the last Laker team to lose a first round series was that 2013 team that didn't have their best player. They didn't have Kobe. And they lost to a Spurs team that eventually went to the finals. That Spurs team eventually went to back-to-back finals in 13 and 14 and won one of them and damn near close to winning both of them. The year before, they lost in the second round to the Mavs, and I think this is kind of the team you can compare it to because that's off the heels. Well, maybe it's the 11 team, excuse me, not the 12 team. The 11 team, 2011 team with Kobe and, Gasol and Odom and this squad that was expected to come out and three-peat but just didn't have it. We understand that, they were coached by Phil Jackson. They had been to 3 straight finals prior to that. And this was a team that just wasn't, into it. And they got swept by the Mavs, a better team at the time. Better team, not players. Obviously, Dirk was on a mission that year and just clearly was going to get his. But I think people were expecting the Lakers to turn it on. They had finished first in the division. They had a pretty good record. They were coached by Phil. Everyone was expecting them to win that championship, and it just didn't happen. And so, the understanding of that Dallas team, this current team that we're playing is not that Dallas team. This Phoenix team isn't even close to that Dallas team, even though there are some similarities here. You have Jason Kidd, who was a veteran point guard, only really coming in to facilitate and get others involved. They had Peja Stojakovic, Dirk Nowitzki, Jason Terry, J.J. Barea, Tyson Chandler, Deshaun Stevenson, Corey Brewer. That was a team that was very veteran laced. This isn't a team in this Phoenix team that has any fucking idea. None of these players have more. I think Chris Paul has more experience in his left fucking thumb than this whole Phoenix team. And so it isn't a matter, like, we're not even showing them playoff basketball at this point. These cats are playing the regular season. Cam Payne is playing in the regular season. There's been no adjustments from Frank Vogel at all to take these other players away. I get it. Devin Booker is an excellent player. Could he beat the Lakers on his own? No. Absolutely not. Chris Paul is an excellent player. His job is to get others involved, and that's what they are doing. They are consistently getting other players involved and creating a situation where these players are comfortable. On a night like tonight when Ayton gives you 8 and 7 in 27 minutes, he doesn't have to play. Paul gives you 9 and 6, plays 23 minutes. Yeah. The Lakers quit tonight. Seemed like after halftime they just didn't want to be involved. They won the third quarter by 1 point, and they lost the fourth quarter by 2 points. So what does that tell you? All the damage was done in the first half. So what was said in that locker room to get these guys prepared to play in the second half? Clearly nothing. Nothing that they wanted to listen to. And so Frank Vogel has to figure out a different approach. Now, me as an optimistic Laker fan see AD coming back and see us winning the next 2 games. But that's an optimistic fan. That's not reality. That's me in my own head thinking that the Lakers can rally and come back and play well. But no effort tonight. That's scary.